Oh, booyah. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, DJ. We have yet another Monday Night Live. Como se llama? Janelle's made me a hot chocolate. And featuring our brand new, I guess it's on this side, our brand new Goomba cam. That's Goomba, our pet fish. He's just swimming around, hanging out. We brought him in here because we're doing something to the wall and stuff. Welcome, all. Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Rod? Welcome. Welcome, New Jersey. Dang, dude. I finally convinced Janelle to start watching The Sopranos with me. We're going to hopefully start that tonight when this is all said and done. Booyah. Hey, Fraser and Brady. What's going on, guys? Love from Alaska. Ah, yes. Good old Alaska. Gotta get my butt up there someday, somehow. Some way, somehow, someday. Something, some person, stuff, things, whatevs. I'm going to try and do this thing where I move the chat box over here. I kind of thought it might look a little better. What do you guys think? If we roll it over on that side, I feel like that's better. I feel like that's way better. Lets us keep all of the wonderfulness that is the light show over here just totally going down. Totally going down and having fun. Yeah, a trip to Alaska would be killer. Janelle and I'll come hang out. That's what we do. That's what we do. Be fun. Would be fun. How's everyone doing this evening? What's going on out there in the world? Nani's in the chat. Good to see you. James in the chat, as always. Good to see you, James. Chiley? I hope I'm saying that right. Chiley? Carrington, how you doing? Good to see you. Steph's in there. It is November already. You're right, Steph. That's so nuts. Lena's here. Hey, Lena. Good to see you. I can't believe it's November. It just blinked. I just blinked. I still feel in some grade that it's like October or something. I don't even know. Hey, Johnny's back. That's good. What's up, Johnny? The whole crew getting together on a Monday because that's what we do. That's what we does. That's what we do. That's what we does. Things, stuff. I don't even know. I don't even knows. Let's see. I got to get a thing done here as I prep to do things and stuff. I hope all you guys are awesome wherever you are. I did the new upgrade for, as you guys probably saw, those of you in the live chat last night. We did that weird upgrade. Only one more month, Nani. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, Celeste is even in. Oh my gosh. Good to see you. I met James Gandolfini a couple of times through a mutual friend. He made you feel like an old friend when you met him. You were just restarting a previous concert. Oh, that's what I've heard, Rod. He was just so cool, man. He's just such a sweetheart. Ah, man. I'm glad that's who I look up to. You know what I mean? That's who I respect, cuz I hope if anything happens in my life to anything like that, I'll always remain James Gandolfini style, or Dime. Dime is the man for that stuff, dude. He was the man. Now, James and I have been chatting, and we got a special prize for you guys, or a special time for you. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm very distracted here. I is very distracted. But we're still getting it done. We're still getting it done, man. Let's see. I'm scrolling through, trying to find things that I need to read. Things that are required for me to read. John Morgan, what's going on, brother? All the OGs are here. Lena, John Morgan, Nani, James. Look at you guys. Just crushing. Love it. Now, let's see here. I had saved this link. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Do you guys remember that? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? It was a great show. I would have failed that final part of the show when they have to put like the beacon meter thing on the places in the world they were. I didn't know where half of them were. I did not know. I did not murder him. I did not murder him. I don't know why I have that stuck in my head. I did not murder him. This is from iRobot, I think. Alright. Where are they? I could have sworn it was right in here. Perhaps it is not. Perhaps it is not, and that's what I said. Rockapella? Yeah, I know a lot of songs, Lena. It's that job hazard, I suppose. Oh, my goodness. I'm a legend in my own mind. You're also a legend in my mind, Johnny. All right, let's see. I received a package today for you, DJ. It needs some tweaking that I can send it to you for a live unboxing. Okay. Sarah Babe. Babe? What's up? Welcome. Welcome. Bum. Okay, I'm still getting set up for some of the things. Oh, what's up, Ruth from the Discord? Good to see you. We all have multiple names. I'm digging this. Guys, do me a solid. Click that like button. Help get this into the ether, as James is saying. Get it into the ether. Okay, where are we at here? Where are we at with the stuff and the things? Because people don't like Batman. I don't know what I'm saying at all right now. I don't know what I'm saying at all. Okay. About. Oh, what do we got going? I heard a sound. Colin liking the live chat. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I feel you, brother. I'm just reading a message here. I feel you on that one. Bam. This one. This might not be it, though. I feel like it's not it. Yeah, probably not. Hey, Victor. Good to see you, brother. Oh, Victor, with the super chat already. Buddy. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Victor. You're an amazing person. I'm sorry you can't hang out with us. It says you got to leave and stuff. I'm sorry, man. But, we'll be here for a bit. Oh, yeah. Hey, James, if you're around, could you check out your Discord for me real quick, brother? Kaboom, son. Kaboom. All right. Yeah, Lena, you like this? What was that? What the hell was that? It was my brain short circuiting. It's Janelle's technically. It's Como se llama. It's her mug. I forget which one I got. I think I got one of a sloth, and it said Philosophical or something. Janelle made me. I'm still gonna crack the drink with us ceremonially, of course, Lena. But Janelle made me this hot chocolate, like first one of the season, so I'm really, really jacked. And for anyone just jumping in the stream right now, we have a Goomba cam tonight. This is our pet fish, Goomba. He's just kind of hanging out in my office tonight, keeping me company. He's a pretty cool guy. He hates me quite a lot, but that's fine. Well, Celeste, if you're supposed to be doing something else, I'm truly glad you're spending that time hanging with us. That makes me feel good. Do you guys remember the short-lived Sesame Park and how mad everybody was about it? Do you remember? I remember. I remember how livid people were about it, man. All right. One sec. Apparently, according to Janelle, I make weird faces while I'm reading. Well, that's interesting. My goodness, this is a lot more difficult than I thought. Oh. Huh. Hey, adopted sons. What's up, Che? Good to see you, brother. Have till Friday to learn. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you got this. You got this, dude. You got this. Good to see you, adopted son. John Morgan, good to see you as always, brother. Impromptu drum solo, absolutely. I'm not exactly sure why this isn't working, James. I think it's this one you said. Ah, there we go. I believe. I believe. And this one. Yeah, wow. That's so weird. Okay. Okay, and I'm do the thing and the stuff. Yeah, thanks, Lena. I like to give you a hard time. It's fun. I believe I can fly. You will win when you believe. Oh my God. I know, the Prince of Egypt. Thank you. Thanks. That's what it was. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I gotta make sure I do this because I promised I would, and my memory has been crap this week. Utter garbage. So I've got to get this done here. Let's see. You guys ever have just like you're just everything you're like misfiring all day? Victor, did you just do another one? Victor, what, dude? What's going on, man? Victor, buddy, my God. Any way you can do the most underrated guitarist Frank Marino doing All Along the Watchtower? I mean, All Along the Watchtower is amazing, dude. Amazing. Victor, can you do me a solid and email that to me now? We had an email problem that got resolved. Thank goodness. It was buried. Everything was going to spam. Literally every email was going to spam. I didn't understand what the hell was going on. If you can email it to me right now, I'll make it to the top of the list, buddy, and I'm almost caught up on requests. I filmed 4 yesterday, I think, and I was about to film another 3 or 4 today. I still have to edit some more tonight. Man, dude, it's hectic right now trying to get everything done and caught up because it's a little slow on the uptake, and my fault. But I got Goomba in here now, right? I got Goomba. Look at him. He's swimming around. Look, he's just loving it. He loves Victor. Right, Goomba? Well, Victor hates me, guy, and I feed him. Truth be told, Janelle feeds him way more. But yeah, Victor, dude, fire me an email, brother, and I will get on that for you, my friend. I like to do more guitar players. I'm doing another Tina S one. I'm doing another Tina S one very, very soon. See if this works. Oh, did I get it wrong? I totally did. Hang on, see? Why is this not... What? Why? You literally say right there. Why? Because I missed something. I've missed something. Let's try again, shall we? Yeah. It says it is, but okay. I don't know what to tell you. You can tell I was never a Boy Scout. Boy, do I got a surprise for you. Boy, do I have a surprise for you. You don't even know. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Is that acceptable? Oh yeah, that's acceptable, I guess. Okay, let's try that. Boom. And boom. Alright, now that's been done. I don't have to worry. Sweet. Now I can get focused on this. All right. Yeah, so I actually was a Boy Scout. Yes, the new Pentatonics one, right? Absolutely, that's on the list coming up too. What else? I have a Tina S one coming up. I did like 3 Pentatonics ones yesterday on its own. I did the voice play one yesterday on its own as well, which voice play and or the powers that be, totally. I uploaded that thing at 8 o'clock at night. It got copyrighted. It was still playing, but it was demonetized. And like I said, I uploaded it at 8, and by midnight it was already released from copyright. So I freaking love you, voice play. You guys are on it. You guys have always been really good. And yeah, always really good and really supportive. As I've mentioned before on the channel, I'd spoken to Jeff a couple of times, Castellucci, and he was very, very sweetheart of a man. Very awesome, very kind. And yeah, we were supposed to do a thing, but this wasn't really set up yet, so reach out to him again later. Cool, Lena. I will dissect the crap out of that, as that's what I love. I love guitar stuff mostly. Boom and boom. For those of you chatting with me in the Discord, I'm going to close out my Discord, because if I bring any of you guys on, the system audio is going to Victor, dude. Dude. What are you Victor. Freaking Victor. Just trying to stump me up. Just trying to stump me up. Oh my goodness. But okay, I'm going to check my email right now for you, Vic. Let's see what we got, buddy. See what I got for you, dude. I'm checking the email, brother. There's nothing in here. Did you, the email's this one below me, reactions@thetemple.ca. Is that the one you sent it to? Steph, sorry you got to step out, but you have a great night either way, okay? Whatever you can do. Have a great night. Is Big Ugly Jim in the party too? What's up, buddy? I'm scanning, brother. I'm even in the spam folder. It's not in there either, brother. Maybe it's just taking a second to come through, dude. Not too sure. John with the super chat. You guys. Tonight you guys are on fire. What the hell, man? What is it? It's Goomba, isn't it? It's because I have Goomba in here now. That's what it is. Goomba, you whore. Oh, he knows. He knows. He's swinging his fins around. Thank you, guys. You guys are crazy tonight with the super chats. Absolutely crazy. Okay, checking and checking. Jim, buddy, I had a bit of a rough day, brother, so it's good to see a friendly face, man. I'm glad you're in the chat tonight, brother. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. All right. All righty indeed, son. Where's Chris at? I feel like it's not a party without Chris. I think it's time we crack the ceremonial drink, shall we? Shall we crack the ceremonial drink, my friends? We're doing more grapefruit tonight because I'm just into it. Adopted sons. I technically do have one. I technically do have a U.S. postal box that we use. We use a wicked company called Ship Happens. I mean, it's an amazing name. I had to join. But we're still not allowed as Canadians to cross the border yet. So if you're looking to send something, I've got a Canadian P.O. box, if that helps you at all, my friend. If that helps you at all. But yeah, I technically do have... do have a U.S. P.O. box. Cracking open the cold one with my friends the Templars. What's up, guys? What is up, guys? Chris is here. Victor, dude. Victor's just trying to get me all emotional. Buddy, what are you doing, man? Victor. Buddy, thanks, man. Wherever you are, Vic, I'm loving it, man. I will do my best to get that reaction done for you, dude. Monitors in the moderators. See, I'm dumbfounded for words. Moderators, please keep me up to that. Oh my God, that's so cool, man. You don't even know. That's really nice of you, man. Chris, I'm so glad you're here. Chiley, am I saying that right? I really want to make sure I get your name right. Chiley's saying, "Oh my OMG, my first Lynx ran in front of my car tonight. I've been in AK, is that Arkansas? For more than 20 years and haven't seen one in town." And the rest of our faces are what? Unfriendly? Not so much, Nani. Not so much. Big Ugly Jim says, "Relatable, man. Long ass day. Band practice got canceled and somehow I couldn't even make it to long." Yeah, buddy. That's what I feel. I use Mondays as my day to like get errands done, if that makes sense. Because the academy keeps me Tuesday to Saturday. I'm just slammed, and I used to be Monday to Saturday, but Janelle demanded I take the Monday off to get things done and just kind of have a me day with Johnny. Dude, like, come on, man. You're going to get me choked up here, guys. Come on. I swear I'm going to be the only guy that's like, dial it back here. Dial it back. You guys are crazy. But thank you, Johnny. My God, man. My God. My God. You guys are just ridiculous this evening. I lost my train of thought. I was supposed to go along to McQuaid as well, dude. I get a bunch of like stacks of the B grade sticks or whatever they're called, like the throwaway sticks that you can buy in huge bundles, and we usually give them out to anybody that wants to try drum lessons. I just like to give them a pair of sticks. And yeah, I was supposed to go buy a whole bunch, and I got to try and do it tomorrow. I got to work out in the morning with my trainer, and then I got to do a whole thing, and then oh my God, I don't even know. I don't even know. You can always make poor choices. 100%, John. Jim and I are musicians. Ah. Oh, my goodness. I'm just going on my last world tour with Lara Fabian, then totally retired. Oh, that's pretty cool, Victor. That's pretty cool. Wait, did you do it again? Why did it not alert me? Why is it not alerting me of this? Oh, just as I say it. Oh, well, Victor, dude, I'm happy to hear that you're retiring. If that's a thing that you want to do, I hope. Anyway, that's the hope. Hey, y'all, new to the chat and from South Georgia. South Georgia, what is up? Has anyone seen New Home Free's release? Armstrong Dyer said, yeah, so that's coming up on my list. I hope to do it tomorrow is the goal. That's the hope to get to it. I'm just a little behind the 8 ball while I try and get some stuff sorted here. Moving it back to the home studio, making sure Goomba was all set up here. Goomba, right here. This guy. This is Goomba. Making sure Goomba's all set up was a big... Chris, we spoke about this, Chris. Nani, I wonder how bad we can fluster. You're pretty damn close at this point. You're pretty damn close, man. I have a ride tomorrow night, but the petulant 2-year-old in me wants to buy instruments right now. I feel you, Jim. I feel you. I absolutely feel you. Hey, Chris, I'm glad you're in the chat, dude. That's going to be fun. Glad you're in the chat. Wherever you are, buddy. Glad you're in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Chris S. right now, who's been crushing it on guitar with me for a couple weeks. He's really working hard. I admire that. We make the best of a not always great internet connection, but I think we're still crushing it, Chris. You're doing it. Asking good questions. I love it. With a solid John Morganing. That's pretty rad. That's pretty rad. Pretty damn rad indeed. Yeah, Chris, you're picking it up, buddy. You're asking good questions and you're putting the work in that's required, and I think that's why you're improving at the rate that you are. I know. I want to give a shout out to all you guys. Steph, I know you had to leave the chat, but apparently, according to Kat, you were also working very hard in vocals, so that's good to hear. And I know it seems like you're not getting any better in the short term, right? I know that's what it seems. But you are, I promise. Just put the time in. You won't notice something for a bit, but you'll notice it at one point. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. Thanks for sending that to me. I want to make sure I get on that for him. Victor's supported this channel for it feels like forever. He's been one of the dudes, and I just love that. I love that about Victor. So thank you, James. Big Ugly Jim. You're really enjoying the Pentatonics reactions. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. No, John, the cat is singing to her. You're surprised by the difference already, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. When you do focused learning, that's the way that we teach at the Academy, right? It's the focused learning. That's what actually gets you better, is because just people, you just get such a wide berth. Like, where the hell do you start, right? So if we focus you in on something like you and I are doing, brother, it's the best. I massively level up in bass and didn't even notice my stoner prog band wanted to cover Demon Cleaner by Caius, and I nailed it. Yeah, buddy, Caius is legit. Our bass player, Rye Guy, got me into that band. Oh, you got it, Luis. I love that your last name is Temples and mine is Temple, so you're the plural of me. That's that's great. That's great. Novata, good to see you, Novata. Chatting on your phone while streaming on the TV. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Oh, man. Tonight's a good one. We got a bit of a surprise guest coming in. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just in that kind of mood. We got a surprise guest. They're coming in. They'll be here right around the 8 o'clock mark, so we got about 20 minutes or so. It's I think it's going to be a good night. I don't know how much of a surprise it was, because apparently they announced it yesterday, and a lot of you saw that. Yes, Louise is twice as good. Twice as good. Kevin, what's up, brother? I have so many Pentatonics reactions to get to. I believe that is on the list, my friend, if I haven't done it already. But I'm literally, dude, I'm at a point right now where I'm filming it, I'm editing it, and then I'm launching it from there. I'm launching it from there, dude. And we're so like, Janelle and I are just blown away by the support you guys have been given. Like it's Victor. Damn it, Victor. Damn it, Victor. Kevin, thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you. Victor's getting me flustered here. You're going to make me get all emotional. Goomba's upset. No, he's not. Goomba's dancing. He's shaking his tail for you. You guys are just doing this for Goomba, isn't it? That's why, because Goomba's here now. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Celeste, please do some writing and share with us if you feel like it. John, I will only take my shirt off for you on Tuesdays, like we previously discussed. For John, actually, John Morgan and I have a reverse porn deal. It's when he pays me to keep my clothes on. It's been this fun thing we do. Kev, I'm glad you guys like watching the reaction videos, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, Victor might be at this point addicted to the way I say his name because I'm shocked. I don't. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Yeah, so just got through with Halloween. That's my favorite day of the year. Oh, Lena, I just got your email through. White Snake has a new one, huh? Nice. Our power went out tonight because of a transformer blew in a power station on my island of the island. Oh my goodness. We should pay poor Janelle for the torture. That's also fair. That's also fair. Oh. Oh, you just rewatched the Dimash one. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Is that the one when I just start laughing ridiculously? I just start like, what the hell? That was pretty. That was pretty crazy. Hats on for Harambe. Damn it, Victor. Damn it, Victor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Victor. If it's not obvious, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Sarah Babe, or Ruth from Discord, as you said. Yeah, I edited out this work because I thought it was just like funnier that way. To be honest, I really thought it was. How much did you take of the super chats? I think 35%. I think. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that or if that's part of the NDA that we sign or whatever. Yeah, I know it's a hefty percentage for sure. But doesn't matter. I don't care if it's 90%. It's the gesture of you guys is that's what I'm a big guy on gestures, and that's why like the super chats are amazing and unbelievable to me, and the fact that you guys are signing in every Monday. So many of you are regulars and have been here for most of the year that we did this straight, and people like Lena who always have something to say, or John Morgan who's always good for a joke. That's the thing. And Big Ugly Jesus. Guys, I can't edit out swears live, okay? You're gonna Thank you, Jim. I love you like a brother, except better than a brother because you're, yeah. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Wow, you guys are just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nani coming in. Oh my God, you guys. You're gonna make me, Nani. Thank you, Jesus. You're gonna make me click the be right back button. This is. Sounds good, adopted sons. Please, go make that money, yo. Sell that hitch and come join us back in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Man. Elena, you're right. With all the super chats, you don't know how to work. If you ever did one, I was stoked when you bought the shirts, man. That blew me away. The fact that I came up with silly designs, you guys actually helped me come up with that one. The you wouldn't understand. It's a Templar thing, and the John Morgan one looks pretty good, but I want to tweak it. I didn't like some of the vector art, so to speak. Like the vectoring didn't. I'm not sold on it, and I'm kind of really picky with the shirts. So yes. And the ambulance, so better videos, even better. Oh, no kidding, Luis. Okay, I gotta get on this, man. I gotta get on this. Or with vets, I find people trying to edit out swearing more hilarious than swearing itself. Could be annoying. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. Did I happen to see the video? Novi, something's up with the Discord where I'll be like with Janelle and I'll be like, oh, this is weird. It's awfully quiet in the Discord. And then I'll open it up and realize that I've missed messages up the wazoo. And I don't know why, because all the notifications are on my phone. So I probably have not seen that because when I opened up my phone, it probably just went clean through all of them, if that makes any sense at all. Feel free to DM it to me on Instagram, or sorry, on Discord, or just tell one of the moderators to do so. James is a moderator. He's got us. But yeah, I will try and check that out for sure. Absolutely for sure. Amber. What's up, Amber? Nick, good to see you, brother. I was just talking about you with Janelle today. I was like, man, I miss Nick. Whatever happened to Nick? Maybe he's mad because we didn't get those things put up, but it's because we have a very, 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 very special place that they're going, dude. And Janelle and I talked a lot about where we're going to put it, and I told her one of my ideas, and she's like, oh, man, you're going to make him almost as upset as you were opening it. I was like, yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm going to one-up you, Nick. Oh. Amber, what's up? Amber's actually a bass player in a really ridiculously fun thrash band. So go check Crimson Caliber out, you guys. They're fun. They're from Alberta and trying to do some pretty crazy things. But I mean, good luck being in a band right now. But they're doing it. They're doing it. I'm in crazy work. I'm in Seattle now. Oh, that's sweet, Nick. I'm sorry if I don't remember this, but have you moved? Were you recently somewhere else? I would ask if you swore, but I've been watching your band videos. Yeah, the band videos are divisive, but I'm very, very, very proud of how they turned out. I'm very, very proud. I hope you enjoyed them somewhat, John. I'm very proud, especially the vocal video for Disinfect the Soul, which was a huge honor for me because I got the chance to have my guitar teacher, Chris Broderick, on the record, which was just unbelievable. Mark Russell coming in with the like. Thanks, Mark. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for liking this. Hey, Michelle, what is up? My favorite swear words are mother bear, shiitake mushrooms, son of a biscuit eater, poop ton, and dag nabbit, son of a monkey spank. Well, there you go. There's that. Hey, there's Goomba. Hey, what's up, Goomba? He's just swimming around. He knows what's up. Probably wants another bloodworm. That's his favorite thing. Mark Russell is a sweetheart. Mark Russell is a sweetheart. Yes, Amber, I saw that you guys posted a new single, and I was just about to watch it, but it was time to go live. So I'll check it out after the live. If that's all right with you, I'll check it out. All right, Louise, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great time wherever you're going. Oh my goodness, Nick. 8 time zones, brother? Or 8 states? That's insane, dude. Absolutely insane. I see it, Novi. Thank you so much. I'll try my best to get to it. If for any reason just to watch it. Nice, Sons. Way to cash in, bro. That's what's up. Yes, Amber. We are doing well. We are doing well. I think all things considered pretty great. I'm feeling a little down today. But all in all, pretty good. Pretty good. Nick, I don't blame you, buddy. When we toured, when we were touring, it was just impossible to keep up with time zones. We're like, where are we? And we ended up like texting friends like Jim and Che. Che was in the chat earlier. I wonder if you're still here, Che. What's up, buddy? We were just texting friends that we trusted that were locals, being like, literally, I'm sorry to ask such a stupid question, but what time is it? We are so frazzled. But yeah, I was binging Without Mercy during the brief writing and damn good writing music. Oh man, John, if it's any help, I am severely proud of that song Thunderbird because it's got my good friend Jeff Loomis on it, and I was so proud of how that song turned out. It was such a difficult album to get done. I kind of want to bring on some of the band members, but they just don't like this platform. Poor Rye Guy, he got like just because we have so many screens going right now, right? I have 2 screens and a big screen TV going and stuff. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Oh, no kidding, Jim. What did you play, dude? What did you play? All right. Oh, my God. Victor, time to have a drink. You know what? Hell yeah. Cheers, Templars. Cheers. Cheers. That's the way we're going to do it. That's the way we're going to do it. Yeah, Jim. I want to talk about Jim for a sec. Now, Jim, we've joked around about Jim and stuff. But Jim was legitimately one of the first people that supported Without Mercy blindly. And that means a lot to me. Jim and the rest of the CBC crew, and when Jim was working at the Distortion nightclub and stuff, I like blindly, meaning he had no relationship with us yet. And he was just like, yeah, I'll give these guys a chance. They seem to be working really hard. Now, granted, I met Jim, and he's one of the dopest human beings I know. And it was just great. It was just great to get to know him. And then through him meeting Mark Russell like more intimately and getting to know Mark Russell, who was another gem of a human being. And then just the rest of the CBC crew, just unbelievably friendly every time we wanted to go through town. And, you know, God willing, we can tour again someday. That you're going to be the first call we do, brother, because, you know, we're writing again. And, hey, Misty, what's up? And I know every musician says this, but we're writing some of the craziest shit we have ever written, Jim. And it is unbelievable what we're doing right now, and I'm so freaking proud of it. And who knows if it's going to see the light of day? We don't know. We've talked about just doing a single real quick off the cuff and getting pros involved and just doing that, or maybe just doing 2 songs or 3 songs or something. I still want to do videos for the record because I have wicked ideas for Wendigo and Thunderbird. I want to do just killer videos for these things. But yeah, you saw the writing credits, John? But like, we're doing some epic writing, brother. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Michelle. I am such a, this sounds really arrogant, I'm sorry, but I'm such a stickler for my word that if I said I was going to be here, I don't give a shit if it's 3 a.m. I will do the live stream like I said I would. Because I think that's why Jim and I got along off the get-go, because Jim says he's going to do something, he does it. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. That's how I roll, brother. That's the best thing I think. Joe said he'd love to interview with you. His last time I can't release about Bonamassa. Victor, did you just do it again? Are you kidding? Victor, you're killing me, brother. But are you dead serious about Joe Bonamassa? My God, would I love to just fanboy with Joe Bonamassa for like an hour, dude. That guy is so cool. He's so cool. Remember they asked him about why he's got so many amps. He's like, 'cause it's awesome. Yeah, Joe Bonamassa is awesome, dude. I'll just guitar nerd out with him right now. It'd be so much fun. Got a bunch of interviews with me, John? That's crazy. I'm not a great interviewee, so to speak. There's one I did I was really proud of. Really proud of. This um yeah, Victor, if you could just tell me how to get in touch with him, man, that would be awesome. I did this one at like Armstrong or something, or AOA, I think it was called, John, and I'm really proud because the guy interviewing me was just not super into it. And so I just started having fun. He asked us about our like pre-show ritual, and I was like, I circular rotate my nipples, each one counterproductive to the last, until sandpaper has. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome, welcome. I like you probably joined the chat right as I was talking about sandpapering nipples. That's awesome timing. Oh man, it was a blast. It was a fan. If anybody finds the link, throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat if you guys find the link. It's really funny. At least I think it's funny. And then the interview tries to get interview bombed by my buddy Mike at the time. He's trying to interview bomb me, and I just make him uncomfortable. He's like just not okay. It's really good. And it's all improv. My bandmates are on the other side. I don't know what perspective would be. Like if you're staring at the shot, they're like behind the camera, right? It was amazing. Did the label make you do those? Yeah, the label makes us do a lot, and it's usually the publicist that sets a lot of them up. The publicist that we usually use is John Asher. He's pretty good. He's like a little pit bull when you need him to be. And yeah. Victor, buddy, I don't know if you know this about YouTube, Victor, but you can actually during a live chat, you can actually just type. You don't have to keep super chatting me, buddy. I promise I'm okay if you just want to chat and hang out, buddy. Oh my goodness. John, I agree. I had a lot of fun times with them. Actually, some of them became friends of mine. They would just message me afterwards because they would say that I was like a fun interview. That sounds weird to say, but yeah, I would be a fun interview because instead of being like, oh, and how's the album going, I would be like, oh, there's 7 potatoes in my pantry. Just like. It was good. As I'm sure you saw in the interviews, I'm just a hack the whole time. Just having fun the whole time. Pretty great. Pretty great. Well, let's see here now. If I go like this and I go like this, and then I do this. Do we ever tour on the East Coast? Yes, we try to. No, Victor, buddy, I still love you, man. I can't believe you're so generous, dude. I cannot believe it. You don't understand. Like it's so dumbfounding to me how generous you are. I truly believe whatever you are doing in super chats comes back to you 15-fold, and only so that I can tell you another day that it should come back in 20-fold. You're a sweetheart, man. Sweetheart. We try and tour out East Novi. Before the world went to pot, we were talking about going to America and doing the whole country as much of it as we could, and we were talking about going to Europe as much of it as we could. Without Mercy doesn't draw such a big crowd that we can afford to just not work anymore, so we're always dealing with like members of the band getting only limited time off from their jobs at XYZ. As you can imagine, it's pretty rough. Matt, our drummer, works for me at the Music Academy, so that made it a little easier. And our bass player, Rye Guy, was in a pretty good position every time we toured anyway with his boss that he could just walk away for a bit. Alex, the same, our vocalist. He's like, we're very blessed that way, but I mean, it's a financial burden, right? Especially, I think we've talked on the channel before how little you really get paid to play. It's unbelievable, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Jim. I feel you. Like we've seen it on this channel. Like talking with Mr. Ward was one of the highlights of my year. I truly forgot the level of sweetheart that man was and how intelligent. You can see it, guys. Please go watch that interview again. You see the intelligence coming across. He's so awesome. So awesome. I just can't believe it. Can't believe it. Goomba couldn't believe it either. And or talking with the Colonel was fun. When Jim was on, it was fun. RVP was fun. Yeah, I want to get RVP back on, but he's insanely busy on Monday nights, he said. But we'll maybe do a special set for it. Yeah, Mr. Ward is, he's so awesome. You guys can, hopefully, I truly believe, hopefully, that you can see where I get it from, like the passion, you know what I mean? Like he's the one that instilled it in me tenfold, guys. Yeah, I agree, Michelle. And it's one of those things that it's one of those things that you don't really realize. Like, you're kind of aware. I was aware when I was graduating. Like, I tell the story about watching him at Dixieland Jazz Fest, and he kind of like brushed it off like, oh, cool, thanks, or whatever. But that was a defining moment for me. An absolute defining moment that I was like, that's what I want. Like, that's what it is, huh? Because it's hard to put into words, but honestly, like when you're 18 and like the whole pressure of everyone's like, where are you going to go to school and what are you going to do and how are you going to get there and what's your plans for it? Victor. Thank you, Victor. Do I want to interview Jeff from Tesla? Sure, dude. I would love to just chat. Jeff is awesome. Yeah, Jeff is awesome. Sure, I'd love to. Victor, you're awesome. Wow, dude. But yeah, it's pretty great. Jim, Gene is just amazing as well. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're right, John. Monolith is his baby. He's very proud of it, and I want to get to that. I want to get to that for sure. For sure. On the pensive chair? It's the brooding chair. It's the brooding chair. No embarrassment, Victor. You're an amazing human being. You're an amazing human being. All right, guys. I'm going to take a second, so bear with me, and I will be right back. All right, guys. So, yeah. Hey, DJ. Hey, what's up? I'd be dreading waking up to DJ ever. What the hell? Like, I leave the chat for a minute. I come back. I would dread waking up to him. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Yes, Janelle did marry down, if that's the general question here, guys. I get it. I've been told that for years, okay? I get it. My wife's hotter than I deserve. But I play guitar. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh my goodness. Friends, family, everyone, it is an interesting day and it should be even more interesting. I have a fun thing I want to do today. But as always, the world perplexes me. As always. Now, I've been hanging out with Daryl and James and Steve and Brad. And what we're going to do is I've just made up names because I couldn't think while I was clicking things. What I've done today is I've got a small... what's that? What's that? Is there somebody at my door again? There's always somebody at my door. Yes, I get it. I'm coming to the front door. Let's see who's here. Oh, it's Brother Sam.
Hey, what is going on,
What are
DJ?
you doing at my frnt door?
I don't know. Let's see. I drive up the coast, maybe, and we'll show up in Canada. That's where you're at, right?
Well, yes, but this is weird. I have a habit of people that go to my front door but never come in the room and say hello. This is weird.
Well, here's my hello to you. Aloha.
Aloha, buddy. I'm a big fan of your channel. Dude, how the hell are you?
I'm actually doing good. I actually rushed home from work. We had a small thing that we had to take care of with the sound and media booth. So I had to kind of go in and take care of it. And then I said, oh, I got to go. It was like 7:30. I'm like, I got to get on the road.
Oh, man, that sounds stressful. That sounds really stressful.
I heard you earlier. Your week almost sounds just like mine.
It's one of those things where about 5 minutes before I went live, I got like 7 bad news messages. And I'm like, you couldn't have done this like 2 hours from now. It had to be right now, did it? It just had to be. Yes.
No problem.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, life has to go the way it needs to at times. I mean, you think you got everything ready, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call or you get a text message and like, what? I got to take care of this.
Yep.
So,
before we get too deep here, I have got to say, you got the best overlays in the game, dude.
Oh, no, I don't.
Dude, I don't even care, man. Your stuff.
There's so many other reactors out there that's like way better than I am.
I respectfully disagree. I was watching about 6 of yours earlier, binging, trying to make sure I had something like good to say, like knowledgeable to say. But like, dude, your stuff it's like scrolling through like a news ticker, like, hey, just to remind you, this is a reaction. I'm gonna stop. It's like you're saying what we all want to say. So thank you for that.
Well, after hearing and getting complaints from certain people, or what we call trollers, kind of a deal, I was like, you know what? If we're going to do this reaction thing, I'm not going to even try to spend time trying to waste like 10 seconds just to tell somebody it's a reaction video. Yeah. For some reason, some people just don't read it. Like, it says reaction already, so it's kind of like, don't crucify me in the comments and tell me, well, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. I'm like, then go watch the original video. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I literally linked it in the description for you.
Right. So now that's why I have mines the way I do, because it's kind of like, okay, let's get started with the reaction video. And here's the ticker at the bottom, read it. If you don't read it, then, oh, well, at this point, but because I do graphics on the side too. That's why I do graphics, graphic design, and web design, and all that other stuff. Anything media, pretty much. I've been doing that for years, and so I guess that's where you're not the only one that actually says that. A lot of people are like, you have so much stuff going on, like graphics and all this. Well, I do that for fun, and I do that for my job too. Yes. So that's the reason why it shows in my in my editing. Well, that's why it takes forever.
I feel you, because I'm the same. My thing on the side I do is sarcastic comments, and that's why they're all abound in my videos.
But thank you, though. I mean, I appreciate that. Like, whenever somebody says that, I do appreciate that, because sometimes I just do it because I love to do it. It's for fun. And then somebody goes, man, that's so complex. I'm like, no, it's not. After 2.5 hours creating it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I'm curious if you don't mind me saying, what editing software are you using for your videos?
So I actually use Filmora. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yes, I
Filmora
have.
from Wondershare.
Yeah. Okay, because I was confused. In one of your videos, you mentioned something about black magic or something.
Well, I do have the A10 Mini Pro. So I have the A10
Okay.
Mini Pro where I'm able to, manipulate different screens.
Hmm.
And so I do use that right now. I'm actually using the A10 software control right now as we're using Zoom.
Oh.
So yeah, just like you're saying, I'm actually looking at one, two, three, four, five different screens right now. Um, just too bad I can't pick up my camera and turn it around so you guys can see it. But those who've been watching my reaction channels, you guys see my setup. But yeah, definitely, I have all these different screens for that specific purpose. Is because when I'm editing, I like to see everything that I'm dealing with.
Hmm.
I hate clicking tabs.
Yeah.
It's a big pet peeve of mine. It's and then you clicked on the wrong tab and then you close the wrong tab by accident, you lose all your work, But yeah, pretty much I use Filmora. The only reason why I went with Filmora is because I didn't have money to buy the Adobe software
Right.
Premiere. That's expensive. I mean, again, as reactors, we don't really get paid much, and at the same time, it's like, do I really want to spend $250, kind of a thing? And so I found Wondershare Filmora, and since I've been using it since 2018, they've just upgraded their system that it kind of almost feels like you're using the Premiere software,
No
but it's
kidding.
it's fast, it's quick. I mean, it's easy to use. Once you get the hang of it, but of course you don't have all those nice editing, like After Effects and everything like that. But I do create all those, like if you saw my Christmas one, I don't know if you saw the Christmas.
I haven't. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So if you see my intro for the Christmas, how you see the wreath and my Shaka sign in there and everything. So pretty much I use Canva. I don't know if you've heard of Canva.
Yes, I have heard of Canva.
So I am a Canva Pro user. So
Dang.
that's why I love Canva Pro, because in Canva now you can edit different videos and you can edit certain different slides, and all you do is just drag and drop it as a MP4 file into um, pretty much a Wondershare. And so it's all about creativity. If you're creative, you just put everything together, and it comes to life. I mean, it's a lot of work, definitely. I'm gonna be honest with you, like in the beginning when I first started, I was like up all night, just trying to finish one video.
Yeah.
And I'm such a bad perfectionist for myself. I don't, I don't do that on people, but just for myself, I that's how I challenge myself.
Yeah.
Because I actually didn't go to school for a lot of this. I just pretty much just watch, and I figured it out myself. If it ain't broke, just keep going,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So, my dad, he instilled that in a lot of me, because he got me a computer. My first computer was the PS1, the IBM PS1. I don't know if you remember that. It was like way back when, MS DOS days, kind of a thing. But yeah, I didn't graduate in graphic arts. I didn't graduate in all of that. I graduated in music, actually. And so, that was just something that I did on the side, and I just found my love for it. And I mean, I'm still learning. I haven't stopped. There's just so many things to grasp. I mean, different editing skills that you can have. I mean, that's the thing, is like when people notice that, it's like, oh wow, okay, all right, I'll stick to it, or I'll do something even better next time. So yeah, that's me when it comes to editing and stuff.
It's really cool, dude. Your flow rate is it seems to be like I want to use the term organic. That's what I want to say. Like your reaction video. I just watched a Morissette one because I saw you say
Oh
in your live stream last night. You're like, hey, Morissette is basically where I started, and she's
yes,
awesome. And I was
yes.
like, I concur. She is awesome. Um, and
Okay,
so yeah,
PJ, I started with my phone.
yeah,
That's how it started.
yeah, dude, yeah, dude. That's
Okay,
what's
you're
up.
you're you're Apple. I'm Android.
Yeah,
So actually, a lot of the videos that I have done in 2018 and 2019, I've done it on this phone.
yeah, that's my man right
No,
there.
seriously, I've edited on my phone, and that's why yeah, I'll confess I'm bad when it comes to brand new phones, because especially with Samsung Galaxy, oh man, I'm swapping different apps, and I'm even at the gym. I take out my pen, and I'm like, I'm doing cardio and I'm like, okay, this got to go here, this got to go there. So I'm like, I'm exercising, but I'm literally editing as I go on my phone. And I mean, I like it because when I use it on my phone, I just transfer it through the cloud. Boom. By the time I get home, I just drop it right into the
Yes.
editing. Boom. Boom.
When I started, I didn't have any money either, and I started my
In
channel
here.
because my wife was just sick of me going, "Did you hear that modulation in that chord?" She's like, "I don't care, I don't." I'm like, "But I was so dope that no, tell someone else and let me know how it goes."
Right,
You know?
right.
So
And that's the thing. It's us musicians who
yeah,
appreciate those small little details.
hundred
You know,
percent, 100%.
and that's me. That's the reason why I started. I mean, aside from the fact that, um, you know, it was because my mom had an aortic valve replacement, so I kind of had to find something totally different to focus on. And those who have actually been following me, I'm as the only child. It's hard. You have no one to talk to. Sometimes you have nowhere to go, and sometimes you just keep things to yourself. And so when I started watching other people reacting, I think the first reaction video that I've ever seen was these two guys, and just a couple others, and I'm just laughing along with them. Just seeing their facial reactions, and I'm like, this is something I could do. I mean, this is something I could do. And so, mind you, I went for it. I went cold turkey. And obviously, I love Morissette. And so during that time, I said, let me try and do Morissette's one. And from then on, it was just as people gave me their genuine comments. And that's the only reason why I'm still here as a reactor is because uh, just the crew who I call my YouTube Ohana online, they've just been so sincere and so genuine. You have some of those trollers, you have some of those troublemakers, and there were times where you had one bad comment and it spoiled it, for the first time. And I'm just thankful that I had like two. I call her Grams. And she goes, Sam, don't even listen to those guys. Go and look on their page. How many subscribers do they have? Are they following? Sure enough, like they don't even have any subscribers. They're just on there, just to cause trouble. And so, I mean, learning all of those things and then learning how to use YouTube, it took a while. I mean, to be honest, and so, but yeah, definitely, to start all of that out and then just to see where I am now, I'm like, man, wow, that's crazy. I laugh actually when I watch some of those videos that I first started in 2018. But I mean, it's been a fun road though.
Well, at least you can watch. I can't watch my earlier ones. It
Oh,
was
why? What happened?
Oh, dude, like, so what I did was I had I was trying to get my music academy going, like the physical
Okay.
brick and mortar, right? And
Right, right.
I had like this old MacBook that had like
Oh,
iMovie on it, and I was like, cool, I can
don't get
do
me
this.
started.
But so I filmed on my phone, and then was
Uh-huh.
all excited about AirDrop, so I could just
Okay.
AirDrop it.
Right, right.
But you're, no judgment free, right?
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
But like I
Go
had
ahead.
no idea about that you should get like a screen capture program, so I was just playing it way too loud on my speakers.
Oh,
And that's where the phrase magic finger does the work that I say all the time.
that is where it comes from.
Yeah, cuz then I could tell myself, "Hey, you're about to hit the space bar right now." And then I would take the actual video that I was reacting to
Uh-huh.
and put it in a top timeline and try and sync up my cuts.
Oh,
It was
you went the
hell.
hard way. You went
Utter
the
hell.
hard way. No, I'll be honest with you. That's how I started actually with iMovie.
Yeah.
And mind you, I fried my MacBook Pro. I did. I literally fried my MacBook Pro.
So those
I
damn
brought it.
overlays, bro.
No, rendering. It was those
Yo.
long nights of rendering, and those of you guys who do who do video edits, you guys know it takes a long time to render videos, especially if you don't have the right amount of space or the gigahertz on your computer, and the MacBook Pro can only do so much. And so I remember I was who did I? It was Pentatonics or somebody. This was 2019 when my MacBook finally said, "You know what, brother Sam? goodbye, kind of a thing. Because I was editing. Oh, it was Morissette. Yeah, it had to be Morissette. I started with Morissette, and then it had to be Morissette that the computer, my MacBook Pro, just started glitching, and it gave me the death blue screen.
Oh no.
And I was like,
Oh.
it was almost done. It was almost done. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what's going on? I did the whole Control Alt Delete. I did, I whatever I could do to get the computer to get back on. It was gone, dude. Like, it was gone. I brought it to Apple and they were like, do you realize that your what do you call this? You know where the keyboard portion is?
Yep.
It kind of like plumped up a little bit. And so I'm thinking, okay, was it the battery then? And so they said, you got to take it to Best Buy and then have Geek Squad open it, right? So anyway, I brought it in and they opened it up. They called me and they said, you need to come over here and take a look at your laptop so that we're not lying to you, right? And I'm like, and I appreciated that, because sometimes they could just say whatever they want to say just to make money.
Yeah.
Because I've had that actually happen. So I went back and they said, dude, what'd you do to your computer? You fried your motherboard. And I said, I couldn't answer. And they said, how often do you shut off your computer? Never. I put it to sleep because I do videos. And so they asked me questions. What do you do? I said, I render videos. I edit videos. That's what I do for my job. And that's what I do on the side on my YouTube channel, and then they were like, I don't know what you did, but thankfully your computer didn't like blow up in front of you, kind of a thing, because they showed me how I actually fried some of the welded parts. I'm not that techie kind of guy, but the parts where they solder the chips and everything, some parts were fried, dude. It melted. It melted inside the MacBook Pro. And they looked at me and they said, I don't know how you were able to do some of your work, the last few days, without it blowing up in front of you. And I said, you know what? Thank God it didn't,
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, and that was actually before I went on my trip to go visit one of the groups that I actually did a reaction to, the Vocal Majority. They're a chorus group in Texas. And so, I was ready for, that trip. I was ready to, take pictures and, do all that fun stuff and put it all together. And I'm like, I got nothing, you guys. I have no computer to use. And so I was down, not doing any reactions for about 2 months.
Whoa.
And it killed me. It killed me so bad. I was trying to use an old computer to do so. I mean, okay, so that's a lie. I'm bluffing. I'm lying. No, I couldn't do, like my routine reaction videos for 2 months. I had to use a smaller computer, just try to make it work. But obviously all my files were on that MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
I didn't have an external. So I lost everything.
Oh, I feel your pain so much, brother.
So if you watch all my videos that I did from 2018 to 2019 October, every template that I've used, gone, wiped. I could not trace everything back. So I had to start fresh and new when I got my my new Mac and my HP Envy after in 2019. But yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, thanks a lot, Morissette.
No, yeah. I mean, I was so into it. You can ask my family. I mean, like there were times I'd go to bed like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because I was so adamant to finish a video, but it would take almost like 2.5 hours to render these big files. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you big time, man. Like when shooting from my phone, I was used to file sizes that were like a gig or whatever. That was cool. But then I upgraded the camera and never in a million years considered that the same length of video is now like 40 gigs. Never considered that.
Yep, and exactly.
So it's just the Templars, as they call themselves on here. Which
okay.
That I wish they chose something else because it just sounds horrifically narcissistic on my end, Like, yes, change only 2 letters, but use my last name. but I swear they came up with it on their own. But they're so freaking supportive, dude. It's I don't get it, but they're like messaging me and DMing me about like, oh yeah, did you check this memory card? It could be a right issue. Or there's this one guy on my channel who goes by James. I know you know him as well. I think you call him Brother Daryl.
Oh yes,
he's
brother from Alabama.
Dude, he's checking in on me. It's crazy. He's like, hey man, how's that stuff? Did you get that? I was Googling this and I figured this out for you. And he's right half the time. I'm like, oh, you just saved me 8 hours of work. How do I kiss you?
Brother Daryl, where you at? You have all the time in the world. I think right now.
Yeah, exactly. I know the chat's going off here. No, guys, he cannot see the chat unless he's using a different screen.
I actually can. That's why if I'm looking in this direction, I'm actually seeing a different tab. So I'm actually, I actually can see what's going on over there.
If you look in that direction and I look in this direction and we both go like this, we can make a Charlie's Angel pose. Which is basically the greatest thing that's ever been done.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, I definitely can see. I could definitely see the chat here, but I just feel like it's rude if I keep looking over there and not looking at the camera. So,
oh no, I can see my own reflection. I'm completely fine if you look at the chat.
Oh yeah, well, I was raised OG, so
there you go.
Yeah, my parents like if you're talking to somebody, make sure you're looking at them. So that's why I have a bed. I have a bad. What you call? I have a bad. It just bothers me if I keep staring over there, and I know the camera's here, and I know the audience is there. So
yeah, I got that vibe from you. I want to say I got that vibe from you because I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, but like you use terms like ohana, and I knew I was gonna like you because you did this, and I'm a big jujitsu guy, and that's our jujitsu thing that we all do.
Oh really?
And jujitsu, we always talk about it like a brotherhood and a family because like the running joke in jujitsu. Is before you have like a sparring match or you're just training with a partner, you do this thing. I'm going to try and do it as if here where you high five and then you fist bump.
Okay.
And then you start. So the running gag is we high five, fist bump, simulate murder.
Okay.
And then like when we're done, we're like, oh, bro, you almost got me. Yeah, I went purple. Yeah, that was cool. So it becomes this thing. But like what was I going to say? I grew up with my parents taught me the same. Like look people in the eye. If you give your word, do it. My dad passed away about 9 years ago. And he had taught me that, and I don't often talk about it on this channel, but I feel like you'll get me, so I want to tell you. He taught me that if you have the ability to help another human being on this planet and not hurt yourself in some kind of martyr situation, you have a responsibility to do it as a citizen of the planet.
Yep.
And then couple that with my old karate teacher who used to always be like, "Me o miteyo," which means like, look at the eyes. While you're speaking to me, you look here.
Yes.
And it's cool. I speak Japanese as well, and that the whole language is uttered around.
Chotto mate kudasai. Chotto mate.
Chotto mate wa nihongo no haneseru.
Well, see, the thing is, again, born and raised in Hawaii, Japanese is our second language. And so I only knew just a little bit. Now that you mentioned Japanese, but yeah, going back to your dad, you said 9 years ago.
I feel like it was 9. Yeah.
My dad passed away 2009.
Whoa.
Yeah. So my dad passed away 2009, and obviously that was October 14th of 2009. So just recently, we just, I went through. You go through that motion. I don't know. I don't know how you talk about that. For me, I'm open about stuff like that. Like, of course, some guys won't talk about it. But for me, I feel better when I kind of just release it. Yeah, you still grieve when you come around to the day, when they pass. But for me, I feel like if I keep it in, I feel like I'm going to burst open. Yes. It just makes it worse. But yeah, 2009 is when my father passed away. So
for me, it's not so much the date, it's life events. Like when I first opened the music academy, my father was already passed, and I was like, man, you would have loved this, because he's the guy that was lecturing me about how you going to provide for your family playing this guitar here, dude. Come on. And I was like, that's fair.
Don't sound like they have the same dad.
It's fair. He's like, you grow your hair and swing it around like a jackass. I don't really know what that's gonna do for your pantry.
But was he supportive of you as far as like, did he hear you play like as a musician or
Yeah,
anything like
okay,
that?
so this is a tricky story, so hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
The thing about my dad was he absolutely did not get music in general. I'm the
Oh,
only
okay.
musician in my family tree, which is weird.
Oh,
He didn't get it at all, let alone the genre I do, because I do play in one of those angry swing your hair like a jackass bands, and we're
Daryl did
swearing
tell
and
me.
it's pretty awesome, man. It's cathartic as hell. I like it's pretty great. But he did this thing where he was like, to my face, he'd be like, get your shit together.
Mm,
School, trades. Maybe shave your head and just wear a wig on weekends, that kind of thing. But
ouch.
then I found when he died, we were going through his stuff, and he had all of these sampler discs of my band that he had swiped from our merge table. And he had been going around to job sites because he was a refrigeration mechanic. So
Okay.
he was going around to job sites,
Passing
and
it
if
out.
anybody was here listening to stuff he thought was that angry stuff, he'd be like, "This is my son. Do you know my son? He was doing all
Wow.
this," which is cool. I just,
Bruh, I just got chicken skin. You telling me that?
yeah, it's cool. I just wish he told me. That's
I, but see, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I'm a father now. And it's kind of like you see some of those things that, man, I wish dad would have seen that, or I wish dad would have, I'm sure he would have had a crack right now. He's just watching me do this live online, for myself. It's kind of like sometimes I think like, what did he think that I was going to do, with my life and stuff like
yeah.
that. And so, as far as a musician, it's funny that you mentioned that you're the first musician in the family, the
Yeah,
only.
well, I mean, we by blood, if that makes
Okay,
sense. Like,
okay, okay.
I have an uncle. Actually, I had an uncle that died of COVID, actually, but
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I have him and one other uncle by marriage that were guitar players.
Nice.
But like nobody wanted to do it. I became obsessed with it, man. Like I
Hey.
became like we last week I had the utter privilege of hanging with my old music teacher, Mr. Ward. We brought him on,
Oh,
and I
nice.
was getting caught up with him, and he was just all like, "I can't believe you're doing this. Look at you!" And I'm like, "What? What? You're the one that made me yell about the blues scale. Come on, man."
Hey, you know what though? I honestly wish I knew guitar before piano.
Mm.
Do you get where I'm going with this?
I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Please share.
Okay, because as a pianist, your fingers are flat.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so when you start playing the guitar, they start to callus and bleed.
yeah.
It hurt so bad when I was in college because I'd been taking piano since I was 6. And so you do all that. Yeah, your fingers, they get flat. I've showed it. I've showed it on. No, my fingers are not all that great right now, but it's flat and then it's crooked. See, I can't even point straight. You see that? I can't point straight because I've been slamming the keys. I've been playing the piano all my life, and it just gets flat. And then so I remember when I said I want to learn how to play the guitar. So I picked it up. I mean, I know a couple keys. I know the cheat chords. That's
Cheat
the only
chords.
the cheat chords where you just slide your finger, up, and then that's it. We'll stick, and then I'll use the capo, and then we'll change key that way. But yeah, when I first started on the guitar, oh man, I was so determined to learn guitar that I actually had, there were times where I played, and it calloused up, and then when I went back on the piano, it would crack
Oh yeah,
on the
that's the worst.
piano, and I had blood stains on the piano.
That's just
At one
epic, dude. That's just epic in my world. You're just a badass, brother.
it hurt so bad, but I was like, man, I just wish I knew the guitar first, then the piano. But hey, it is what it is. But hands down, I mean, like when I listen to guitar players and when they can give me a lick on that particular line or play that whole, whatever you guys do, oh, I'm like, come on.
Uh,
But coming from Hawaii though, the guitar is like one of the best guitars, like the steel guitar and the acoustic guitars. And if you know Hawaiian music, they do use a lot of that. In fact, look up the group Hapa. HAPA.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, Barry Flanagan. The group HAPA, HAPA. Um, they're one of the reasons why I wanted to play guitar is
No
because
kidding.
when I would hear them just play the country folk style, but it's incorporated into the Hawaiian songs.
Okay.
Uh, it it's just like, man, I love that sound. I love that. And the Spanish, I guess they call it Spanish guitar. Is if I'm right or wrong, I don't know if that's what they call it. But
Sure.
what is that? It's I don't know what it's called. But that sound,
Yeah.
there's that particular sound.
Like the nylon string flamenco kind of stuff, or the chord
Yeah,
basics.
yes.
Yeah.
And then you know how they play, just those certain songs, just like the song "Remember Me" from
Oh, yeah.
Coco.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to mention any Disney stuff on here, but you know what I'm saying. So that kind of a sound, I love listening to that. Like I'll listen to guitar, especially acoustic. But if I'm cleaning, yeah, let's put on some heavy heavy metal stuff. And I'll go and listen to them. But yeah, definitely, I have an appreciation for guitar. Love it.
I would be, and I am not pitching here. I would be honored if you would react to one of my band's videos.
Hey,
I would be honored. It's quite intense. I must warn you, because we do not. What's the word? We are not subtle. Nothing,
okay.
Nothing we do is subtle. Nothing. Like literally nothing is subtle.
Maybe I need to put a forewarn. Okay, I'm just doing this because I need to watch it, but at the same time, because the funny thing, we talk about reaction videos, right? And going back to piggyback on this, how you were saying that a lot of your, you call them Templars.
Yes.
How they're very supportive of you and things like that, and they just encourage you and whatnot. It's the same thing for me. The YouTube Ohana, they've just been so supportive, genuine, and just sincere. They'll message you on the side, and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Everything okay? Kind of a thing." And that just even with that, like alone, I didn't realize that I actually have kids watching me. I have parents who message me and they say, "Brother Sam, thank you so much for keeping your content clean, fun, and friendly for all ages." And I was like, ooh, okay, I need to be careful what I react to because, not knowing that I've got kids actually watching. So that's why when people do ask me, "Hey, can you react to this rap video or to this, hardcore heavy metal or whatever?" I'm like, I'm gonna be careful, So I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest because people ask me, "You've never done this type of music. You've never done this," because of that range of my audience. It's like I want to keep that, and I built it. But yeah, definitely, I'll take a look at it. Take a look at it. Warn me. Give me the softest feel that you can. One of your videos.
Yeah, John Morgan in the chat. He's
I've watched some of your stuff, and it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
So yeah, I'll tell you that right now on your own channel. You're awesome.
I see you got the check. Right. I wanna ask, if you don't mind me asking. You mentioned music school. Can you tell me your experience? Because I love to ask people this because it seems that we all had fundamentally different experiences. At least that's my preface so far. And I'm curious to tell me about yours, man.
Do we have time? Yeah. I mean, pretty much I'm all piano. Okay. I was raised, playing the piano most of my life. I started on the piano at age 3. I have a picture of it. My mom took a picture of it. I was just tinkering, on the side, just like this, just 2 fingers. And so my mom, she was playing piano. And so I went into class. I started taking piano lessons at age 5 in kindergarten. So that's where I started. So pretty much, I was taking notes. I was doing, reading notes until age 18. So pretty much I was doing it for that amount of years. I got tired of it because it got to the point where we were doing sonatinas, and all that is really heavy, like classical. My piano teachers, I wish I kind of knew more on the jazz side, like a mix of jazz and gospel, just all those different types of genres, that you could play with the piano. But most of the teachers that I've been with were all classical. And Funny thing you mentioned that you know Japanese. My piano teacher for 6, 7 years was Japanese.
Whoa.
And she did not give me any mercy.
No,
You think I'm kidding?
they never do.
My friend, my close friend, stopped taking piano because of her. Because no, dude, I'm you might think I'm making this up, but literally, like we would be okay. This is one remembrance of her. I was playing for Elise, and you know how for Elise, da 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 da, right? So my finger slipped on the E flat, and so as I was doing this, my finger slipped and hit the D by accident.
Oh no.
And this was already because I knew the whole entire piece of For Elise. I knew that from the long version, the 6 page version of For Elise. Okay. Um, and so I had maybe 2 more weeks before she would call it perfect. And literally as my finger slipped and hit the D from the E flat, she went up and went pow. And I was like, oh, I had tears. I had tears in my eyes. She was so strict. It's crazy. She told my mom and she told me, I am not taking money from you if you're not willing to put practice into it. And I'm like, I'm already practicing how many days a week? I mean, every day of the week, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I wanted to go play. I was a kid. At that time, I was like, what, maybe 13, 14?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I considered myself a kid at that time still yet. Um, so I didn't want to just be stuck at the piano, but no, that was one. Yeah. My 5, 6 years. Oh, she was so strict. I tell you, like, I was afraid to go to her house, when it was piano lesson day, because if I made a mistake on the keys, I consider myself a failure. And in the Japanese culture, and most in the Asian culture, when sometimes you don't do things a certain way, it's kind of like almost like a failure in culture wise. And so that kind of like almost fell on me as a student. And so I was like, wow. But you know what though? I challenged myself because I said, hey, if piano was made for me, I'm gonna take those hits and be better at it, and just keep practicing. Because the thing, I'm sure you tell your students, practice makes perfect, although that's not biblical, but it's not written anywhere. But it is true. Practice does make perfect. The more you practice your skills, you practice your scales. It's important. Otherwise, if you don't, focus on those fundamentals, the theory. Oh, I hated theory. Do you do theory?
Yes, I do. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I hate math. Okay, okay, excuse me. Hate is a strong word.
This is the most honest conversation about music ever.
I dislike math. I dislike math, but I loved fractions. Okay. So of course, with your 4/4 timing. Yeah. But I disliked songs that were like the 16, the tempo. And it was just, and again, because I was dealing with classical. So when I was doing Bach, Beethoven, all of that, I mean, songs from like Tarentele, we had sonatas going, sonata 1, 2, 3, 4. It never ends. And I had this thick book that I had to finish, by the time I was 16 years old. And I said, okay, there must be some way out of this, because I mean, for the most part, it's like, I'm done, because I actually learned how to play chords at the age of 13. So, chords was introduced because I started playing for my church. And so, because again, when I started playing, I started to play by ear. I started playing by ear at the age of 9.
Whoa. So that's like 6 years, 6 years in?
Yeah. Because what happened was I found myself listening to my cousins play the piano, and I would go to the piano and I would hear the note in my head, and so I would hum it, C, D, and I would practice that at that young age. Well, at that time I didn't know what I was doing, but that's what I was actually doing. I would listen to the note in my head, and I would go to the piano, and I would challenge myself. I would sing, maybe an E. I would go, whatever. And I would hit the piano, and I was usually a half step down or a half step up from that note. So of course I challenged myself even more. Hey, what if I could play by ear? So then, as I was maybe 15, 16 years old, I was still taking piano, but I found a way out of just reading notes. Okay. I found chords. So I started tinkering with, different chord structures, and because though, I will tell you this though, because I had my foundation with the scales,
Yes.
because I had foundation in reading the notes, that's why I'm able to play the way I can now. If it wasn't for the notes, if it wasn't for those scales, I mean, talk about those scales that you had to, do those finger exercises. They hurt. They hurt. I don't know, guitar. I'm sure you guys practice all those in order for you to do, to do those guitar licks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so for piano, I mean, that's basically what I had to do. And so the way I play my chords now is how I was trained when I was much younger. Yes, again, like I said, I wish I knew more of jazz, like gospel style, and just the different types of genres that you could play with the piano. But again, I was stuck with classical. And so anyway, I went to college and I passed my class with 99.9% perfect pitch.
Dang.
And because what happened was we were inside the room and I was taking my final, and the teacher was like, okay, give me a B. And so, I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, focus. And I had 3 questions. That was it. It was just 3 questions. Give me this, give me this, give me this. The B was slightly into the B flat. And so I was a little off because what happened was the guitar class next door was going on. So my ears heard that, and yeah, so I kind of missed that. But yeah, I've been playing by ear since I was maybe 9, 10. So I would listen to the music and I would just play with it. And growing up, I remember, those single tracks. You remember the cassette tape single tracks? So I would buy some of those single tracks, like one of my first gigs that I did for weddings, because I started playing for weddings when I was 13 years old. So Ice Castle, I don't know if you know that one. I think it's called Ice Castles, but please don't let this feeling end. Da, 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 da,
okay.
Da, 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 da. So that's a popular song that they wanted for weddings, to march down the aisle. So what I did was I played the music, put on my headphones, stayed at the piano, and I would just play it. And so that's how I learned how to play Michael Jackson's I'll Be There. That's how I learned how to play Carry On. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
So that's that piano. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah. I don't have my keyboard on, so that's why I can't play for you. But I mean, just those small things. Yeah. And then my dad, you know what he did to me? As far as, because you're talking about how I learned, my piano skills and everything. He blindfolded me. Yeah. I think I shared this with the YouTube one at once. No, I was practicing piano, and I think I was 14. He took a blindfold and he covered my eyes and he says, play. And I said, what do you want me to play? I can't play my classical music because I'm looking at the notes, right? And he goes, play Amazing Grace. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, I'm looking, I'm feeling the keys. And then mind you, I've never done that before. I've never shut my eyes at the piano. And so I'm going at it. As I close my eyes and I'm putting my hands on the keys, I literally can actually see the keyboard in front of me. And so when I played, I mean, I made a few mistakes, playing it. And then I thought about it. Hey, that's what my piano teacher was probably saying, where if I memorized the piece without looking at the notes, I probably can do the same thing. So, after trial and error, that I'm able to do that. I mean, that's just one little secret that I can do. I mean, I don't tell everybody I could do that, but yeah, if you sat me at the piano, especially a grand piano, you can shut off all the lights and I'll just play. I'll play for you. Um, and that's
Jeez.
that's what I do. So,
Damn, dude.
oh, thank you guys. They're saying happy birthday to me already.
Yes, they know what's up. They're psychic. They're psychic.
Well, no, I told them, I said I'm turning 40 this Saturday.
40, the big 4-0.
I am 40. I know to some people said that's still young, but I feel old.
Yeah, my body doesn't like things. Dude, you have
man.
a great story about music school, man. That's awesome.
Some was forced.
That's fair.
Some was forced. I have to admit, I didn't love it all my life. Okay, I was forced to. Go practice your piano. Oh, I don't want to practice my piano. Go practice your piano every day. Go practice your piano. And the funny thing about it is, I do that to my son now. Because he's playing piano now. He's doing the piano. But I'll never regret learning how to play the piano. No, seriously, I'll never regret playing the piano. And like you were saying, if there was something that was given to you so that you could bless others, that you could just, do good for others, go ahead and do it. That's the same thing that my dad, told me. He says, God gave you that gift. He gave you that gift to play by ear. He gave you that gift to, be blindfolded. Mm-hmm. And so now, I mean, whenever some people, like a lot of the senior saints, I don't say old folks, senior saint, because I don't know if you know my story, and we don't have time for this. We could probably talk about it later, but I'm 62 years away from my father. And I'm the only child. And so the way my dad would like to go to sleep is he'd say, Sam, go on the piano. So I would just literally play anything. And mind you, I'm so thankful that I was introduced to Jim Brickman. You know Jim Brickman?
No, I don't.
If you like piano and something that'll get you, kind of calm down a little bit, Jim Brickman, oh, I love him. He is so awesome. He was one of my inspirations. And I'm sure you probably heard of the Piano Guys.
Yes.
Okay. So when I found out about Piano Guys, I love them also. I love watching them. But my style is more of Jim Brickman. Okay. Just free flowing. I mean, I could just play anything. You just, like I said, just put me on the grand piano. I could start playing for hours. Anything. It doesn't even have to be a song. I'll just make up a song. And I've put people to sleep a couple times. That's what I said yesterday on my live chat. I said my uncles would tell me play piano, and with them is like, if they say something, you better go do it. So that's what I did, and they would start snoring, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I would literally like tiptoe away from the piano, and they would get up, and because they're snoring, right? They would get up and like, where are you going? I'm like, you're sleeping, and
you're
so
literally asleep right now.
Like, go play again. So, I was the kid that was on the piano, but I love it,
dude. I must say, I've spoken to a few other like reactors and stuff like this, and you're refreshing, man.
Oh, thank you.
You're like. I gotta say, this is what I selfishly hope will be the beginning of a friendship. I selfishly hope that. And I want to, if you'll allow me, I want to do something for you.
What's that?
If you'll allow me. I know you're super big in your church, right? Like, you're the dude. You're the media guy. You're the problem solver. You're like, I have discovered.
Who told you that? Daryl?
It's the Harvest Church, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's your birthday on Saturday. And what I want to do for you, if you'll let me, is I want to donate all my super chats tonight.
What?
And
come on.
The Templars, they have no idea I was going to do this. And honestly, I'm usually the guy that would shut the stream off. I just want to tell this because I'm not into public, like, nobody needs to know I'm doing this. But my thing is, the Templars went nuts for no reason tonight. For no reason. And they just started giving me super chats left, right, and center, which has never happened before. And I think the best use of it would be to throw it towards your tithes and offerings at your Harvest Church. And to make sure that you don't say no, I've already done it while we were chatting.
Oh my.
So suck it. You can't stop me.
I honestly don't know what to say. Oh my goodness.
And that'll be
Bruh.
our little gift and olive branch to what I hope is our friendship.
Ah, you hit my soft spot right there. What in the world? I did not come on tonight just for that.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I came on to hang out with you, but then these jerks over here in the live chat had to go and start being generous. And
I still don't understand how that works, to be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah,
I,
I
I
don't.
don't know how it works because a couple people, Kofi, he did that once, and I'm like, where's this going? Like where's it attached to?
Yeah,
No, I'm being honest. Like I don't know how it works. Like what do you do?
yeah.
And so I did some research on it. It's not like I have time to go research and do all of that. And I'm like, you guys gotta be kidding me. Thank you guys so much. No, whatever that amount is,
Yeah.
but
Turns out it's $1.50.
hey,
It doesn't matter. It don't matter.
whatever. But that's the thing. That's much love and aloha from this brother to you. I mean,
Yeah, man.
and you mentioned Ohana. So if I can touch up on that real quick,
Please.
some people were like, oh, Ohana is an overused word or whatever. I said yes, it can be an overused word because I'm not gonna say the business name, but they use that in a video,
Hmm.
in a movie.
Hmm.
And you just think, oh, Hawaii is all about Ohana and no. What you guys got to understand is, especially for us who were born and raised on the island, some people say, "Are you Hawaiian?" I go, "You don't have to be Hawaiian to be born and raised in Hawaii. If you know Hawaii, Hawaii is a melting pot of different nationalities. Um, some people, they don't you don't know that until you actually go to the islands. Like when you're like some people who come from the mainland, we call it the mainland, and we go to the islands. Some of them get culture shock because they're like, "Whoa, all the different nationalities." I go, "Yes." When I grew up having so many different types of cultures embedded in my life. My friends were like Japanese, European, black, you name it. Like they have like four different nationalities in them. And so, to be honest with you, when I moved from Hawaii to California, I was in a culture shock
Mm.
because I could not take it. I'll be honest, like everyone watching, I'll be honest with you guys. I could not take it because I could see the segregation, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to try to highlight that, but what I'm saying is, for me, that was a culture shock because I could see, okay, well, Filipinos are here, you know, black, white, so forth and so on. It was like separated, and some areas maybe yes, you do see, the culture that comes together. But yeah, when that's when we say ohana, it's not just no one gets left behind,
Yeah.
stitch, kind of a thing. It literally means that even across the ocean, across the plains of this United States, if you are part of my YouTube ohana and you say hi to me all the time, you message me, we're talking like this now, and I call you my brother. Okay, hey, it's all auntie, uncle.
Hmm.
Hey, cuz, what's going on? Now I've accepted you to be part of my ohana. Whether if I see you face to face or not, in this flesh, but if there's a way that we can, we communicate, maybe not all the time, but there's still that communication. That's what ohana is. Ohana is scratching other. We say, here's my shirt, here's whatever you could do. Like if there's nothing else, like my YouTube ohana, like I can't go over there and I can't help you, but I can literally, I could pray for you. I could say a small prayer for you,
Yeah.
type of a thing. So even just the small things like that, that's what ohana means. And so with just what you did tonight, I mean, I'm at a loss for words, bro.
It's the
Thank you.
Templars, man. It's I am but a conduit, as I have learned.
So
Um,
here, mahalo much, Templars. Mahalo much from Brother Sam, from the bottom of my heart. Mahalo much. You got a good guy right here, Brother DJ right here,
aw,
Brother DJ.
aw. Well, my friend, that's probably the most perfect place to call it. If you will do me the honor. We like to say around here, we have a catchphrase we say, and we always say, "Watch it go." That's our way of kind of honoring Dimebag Darrell, who's the reason I'm even a guitar player to begin with.
Nice.
He's the man, and that's an old phrase he used to say. "Watch it go." So, brother Sam, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope this is the first of like 150 of them. And I will annoy
When we're not
you.
busy working, right?
Yes, like no kidding. I will annoy you by randomly showing up in California one time. And I will make sure it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy, here we go. My dogs are gonna start barking.
That's fair. That's fair. Thank you so much for joining me. Please go do amazing things like I know you will, and we'll talk soon.
Hey, mahalo much. Aloha, you guys.
See you, buddy. Guys, that was Brother Sam. What a great talk. Man, James and I have been, well, mostly James, to be honest, has been on my case about getting that done for a while. And I got to say, that is one of the coolest dudes I have met. And I expected him to be cool. I didn't expect him to be that cool. What a wonderful, wonderful, that's helped resolve my bad day, if you will. It's helped resolve my bad day. And thanks for that, James. That was really cool. And to all you guys that have been so awesome tonight, Chris and James and Nani and Elizabeth and Lena and Carrington and Shael. I still hope I'm saying that right. I really hope so. I love you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. And there's Brother Sam there. Guys, this is just, I'm just so happy to meet another wicked human being. Like, just an awesome, amazing human being. That was a lot of fun. Guys, I'm going to call it there. If that's cool with you, I am going to go and just revel in the good feelings that I've got going on. And I thank you guys so much for all the support. I will see you guys tomorrow for Tonics Tuesdays. Watch it go.